Hi, I would like to talk to you about something that's on my mind. Um, I heard disturbing news lately that Israel wants to pass a law that would ban Christians from preaching Jesus Christ to people of Israel, making it illegal to to share the gospel with people in Israel. I mean, I mean this. They've already made it illegal to share the gospel with minors. Now they want to make it illegal to share gospel with everybody, including Jews, which is really sad because Jews need to know about know know about their Messiah, Jesus Christ. Yeshua Hamashiach, and they need to know that he died for them, and he's coming again for them. This is making Christianity illegal to preach, and Israel is going to subject them to judgment. I mean, and I mean, I mean, back back in back in Bible times, the Sanhedrin imposed law on Christ, Christians do not preach Jesus Christ not preach Jesus Christ in that corner of the world, and and Peter made a bold statement that we ought to obey God rather than men, because I mean, however, this is just a setup for coming times in the in Scripture that is going to try everyone that's on earth. It's that when Christianity be illegal, preach everywhere. There's a bit of scripture that I want to share from the Book of Revelation, and it starts with verse. Chapter 11, verse 3. And I will give power to my two witnesses, and they will prophesy 1,260 days clothed in sackcloth. These are the two olive trees and the two lampstands stand before the God of the earth. And if anyone wants to harm them, fire proceeds from their mouth and devours their enemies. And if anyone wants to harm them, he must be killed in this manner. These have the power to shut heaven so that no rain falls in the days of their prophecy. And they have the power over waters to turn them to blood and to strike the earth with all places often as desire. And when they finish their testimony, the beast that ascends out of the bottomless pit will make war against them, overcome them, and kill them, and their dead bodies will lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt, where also our Lord is crucified. Then those from the peoples, tribes, tongues, and nations will see their dead bodies 3.5 days and will not allow their dead bodies to be put into graves. And those who dwell on the earth will rejoice over them, make merry, and send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented those who dwell on the earth. Now after the 3.5 days, the breath of life from God entered them, and they stood on their feet, and great fear fell on those who saw them. And they heard a loud voice from heaven saying to them, "Come up here." And they ascended to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies saw them, in the same hour there was a great earthquake, and the tenth of the city fell. In the earthquake 7,000 people were killed, and the rest were afraid and gave glory to the God of heaven. Now, I believe those two witnesses that God's going to raise up during tribulation are going to be preaching in Jerusalem, and they're going to have supernatural power to protect themselves. I mean, fire is going to come out of their mouths and devour their enemies. I mean, those who try to harm them, and they're going to and they'll have power to turn water into blood, and cause it not to rain, and strike the earth with all sorts of plagues as often as they will. And then after the days of testifying, I mean, they're going to testify for 1,260 days. The beast that sends out the bottomless pit, talking about the Antichrist, will overpower them and kill them, and your bodies will be laying in the streets, and people will not be putting them in graves. They'll be dead for 3.5 days, and after 3.5 days, they're going to rise from the dead and go up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies are going to see them, and there's going to be an earthquake that'll happen. They'll cause 7,000 people to perish. I mean, the level 10th of the city, talking about Jerusalem. I mean, yeah. This is I believe that's going to happen in the early part of the tribulation, because I don't see that happening in the latter part of the tribulation. These witnesses are going to be Israel's last two witnesses of Jesus Christ unto them, and they want to try putting him in jail. That's going to fail, because because fire is going to come out of the two witnesses' mouth and devour their adversaries. What's really going to tick off the Israelis is that the Antichrist is going to enter into their temple, which they're going to build for the tribulation period, and he's going to defile it. He's going to set up the the abomination of desecration, and he's going to declare himself God of the earth. And that's Israel's sign to flee to the mountains, wait for the sign of the Son of Man to appear. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to share in this video, so have a good day, and God bless you.